This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, it's decades of neglect finally taking its toll.
Give me a bailout.
They're all out.
How about some state grants?
That's a laugh. They don't even have a budget yet.
That's desperate, huh? We need a specialist. Any ideas?
I'm thinking David R. Roefaro.
Aha!
Recovery. Yes, I'm brave enough to use this word, but I'm not just hoping for a recovery. I'm going to fight for one. Like a boxer, I'm not going to leave your corner until that job is done, until we have fully recovered from a national recession that has changed us and has dealt us all a powerful blow. Utica and America sure have changed a lot since the day I took office. 2 years ago, we were all oblivious to some of the harsh realities we now realize. We and our children have survived the worst economy since the Great Depression, and we can't ignore what we all learned during this time. Government learned it has to do more with less. Families worked harder to budget, and yes, even kids learned it's not the end of the world if you have to eat leftovers. We've all made real sacrifices in the past 2 years. I've watched us, whether touring a local business, trying to help an entrepreneur, or sharing a lunch with a constituent during one of my dine-arounds. I've been listening, I've been working, and I'm ready to tell you, you're all ready for recovery, and Utica is going to see one. Sure, the national recession isn't something I can control, but what I can control is the strategy the city of Utica uses to re-energize itself from a bruising global shockwave. Today we turn onto a new road. We turn to a new strategy, the recovery ahead. Are there going to be uncertainties on this road? Sure. In fact, the only thing I know for certain is that wherever we go, wherever we are, 1 year, 2 years, even 50 years from today, we're all in this together. Oh, and there's another thing. Remember when I renamed Utica Renaissance City? Don't worry, I'm not changing that anytime soon. But I am going to show you today how despite an economy that has left some cities permanently set back, Utica remains strong. Our pockets aren't exactly deep, but unlike communities similar to us, we've got passion. We've got assets other cities envy, and it's these assets that have sheltered us from the double-digit tax increases of our neighbors. It is these assets that have allowed us to have a good year in the worst of times. What made it a good year? I'm glad you asked. Utica's got life because we're all in this together. You know what I mean. We're the largest city in Oneida County. If it weren't for Utica, our suburbs would crumble, and those who live in the suburbs would have nothing to do. In the past 2 years, I've been playing off this mantra, bringing in thousands of people for events that have redefined our summers and inspired area good time seekers. Last summer, residents from all over Utica County asked me if I could energize the summer scene in downtown Utica. Well, I listened loud and clear. I partnered with Galaxy Communications and brought the Taste of Utica event to Hanna Park. Well over 6,000 people attended the new event, and then I got letters and hundreds of phone calls asking me to bring it back in 2010. Well, that's just what I'm doing. Get your forks ready.
Everybody knows Utica's food is the best around, even in Syracuse. If you want good Italian food, you gotta come to Utica. Everyone knows it. The Chicken Reggae Fest is a popular thing in Utica, and nobody's disappointed when they come to any event in Utica.
During those same months, I capitalized on the Central New York's luge fever, catalyzed by local World Cup champion and Olympian Aaron Hamlin. Collaborating with Oneida County Executive Anthony Picenti Jr. and the Oneida County Youth Bureau, Aaron Hamlin brought USA Luge's Slider Search to Utica and helped me show off the city. Hundreds of kids from all around New York State came to City Hall to test their potential and explore their Olympic dreams of gold. The luge event filled our restaurants and made Utica shine. In fact, things went so well, I'm doing it again this summer. The Police Athletic League was another county-city initiative that got local kids off the street and into an organized basketball league. Off-duty Utica policemen donated their time as coaches and mentors, teaching the youth respect, responsibility, and improving relationships with the police. The kids thought the cops were very cool.
We're hanging cupcakes from Brooklyn, and we love Utica. We're in love.
And where would Utica be without our Music and Arts Fest? The Utica Music and Arts Fest gets bigger and better every year and is changing the face of Utica by bringing in thousands of people, young and old, from around the globe. They fill our hotels, eat at our restaurants, and proclaim how much they love it here. I'm going to keep supporting this summer staple because when the music flows, so does our economy.
I want to give a special shout out to Mayor Roefaro and Angelo. The city has been amazing. They opened their doors to us. We met with them 6-7 months ago, and they've been there for every phone call and email, anything we needed to get this done. And we called it the Utica Music and Arts Fest for a reason. We want Utica's involvement, and Mayor Roefaro's been there for us, hand over fist. So I'd like to thank him.
Those are just a few of the events that my administration has ushered in. You can rest assured these events bring in real dollars, and when we add them to amazing summer events we've loved for years, like the Boilermaker, Utica Monday Nights, the Fireworks, and Saranac Thursdays, you begin to see my point. No other community has what Utica's got. We've got life, and it's only going to get bigger and better here. Making it easier. That's why I've worked to lower the cost of prescription drugs right here in Utica. Partnering with Envision, I launched a citywide prescription drug discount plan at the end of 2009. The plan provides residents with a savings card offering between 5 and 40% off prescription drugs. I made sure all of Utica's pharmacies would accept the card and worked with local pharmacy owners on getting the word out. Cards are still available in my office. The best part, the cards even discount pet prescriptions. Now there's a treat. My office also helped make life a little easier by assisting several residents seeking the popular and sometimes complex homebuyer tax credit. I vow to ensure that every Utican who qualified for the credit will get it. My office created a homebuyer hotline and yes, put young Uticans in new homes, all while working diligently to ensure they got their rebate check.
I really like how Mayor Farrell's embraced the youth of the community, my generation. He knows we are the future, and if we don't act now, this community will fall apart. And he wants to keep us here. He's doing a lot of things. He's made a promise on public safety, and he's shown that he's going to live up to that. And there's other projects and funding coming through the area, which is a great thing, and this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Committing and supporting community gardens was another way our administration helped put healthy food on Utica's tables. Partnering with For the Good, I committed vacant lots, once riddled with litter and neglected, back to our neighbors. I spearheaded an effort that had people working in these gardens, eating out of them, and keeping their neighborhoods clean. The carrots were delicious. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Alrighty. You're very welcome.
Oh, hot.
It is hot. These gardens are like everything else we're trying to do. They're bringing unity to the community. Economic development. Sure, we had a tough economic year, but it's what we achieved in the toughest of times that foretell what we'll accomplish during the recovery ahead. Downtown shined in '09 as every landmark was restored to its original grandeur. More efforts were put into downtown landscaping and litter enforcement. These simple things made a big difference, and people took notice. I even relaunched an outdoor cafe program which brought pedestrians back uptown and downtown. Today, the Balkan and Ancora benefit from the sidewalk cafe seating made possible because of my administration's support of local businesses. People keep saying downtown is coming back.
I'm very happy with the funding that the Roefaro administration has been able to provide for the city, putting it back into downtown, back into the businesses. We've been here 25 years, and this is the first offer that we've had that's been brought to us to help us revitalize our business.
Well, I'd have to agree with them, and I'd have to share the proof. This summer, I successfully secured over $2.1 million for downtown development through the Restore New York grant. That's right, I said $2.1 million. I'm getting pretty good at lobbying for us, right? Utica was one of the highest funded cities in New York, and the state credited our vision for downtown as the major reason for obtaining the competitive award. An award which will give downtown businesses a real boost we'll all begin to admire very soon.